What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to Blue Star Updates, your favorite place for all things blue and silver. We've got a lot to talk about today as we gear up for a huge Monday Night Football showdown against the Cincinnati Bengals. This season has been a roller coaster, but one thing is clear. This team is working hard to improve and give us the results we want to see. Every game counts now, and the path to the playoffs is still open. But to make that push, we need our best players on the field, and that means we need to talk about CeeDee Lamb. Before we jump in, do me a favor, smash that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you stay updated with all the breaking Cowboys news. Alright, let's get into it. Cowboys fans, we all know how crucial CeeDee Lamb is to this offense. He's our go-to playmaker, the guy who can turn a short pass into a highlight reel touchdown. But this week, there were some serious concerns about his availability after he suffered a shoulder injury. The good news: breathe easy, Cowboys Nation. Lamb is expected to play on Monday night. He was limited in practice throughout the week, but he didn't carry an injury designation heading into this game. As long as he doesn't aggravate that shoulder, he should be ready to roll. But here's the thing, even though Lamb is cleared to play, this injury could still impact his performance. We saw him struggle on Thanksgiving against the Giants, hauling in just 2 catches on 6 targets and dealing with 3 uncharacteristic drops. That's not the CeeDee Lamb we know. Right now, the Cowboys are sitting at 5-7, riding a 2-game winning streak. But this Monday night matchup isn't just any game, it's a battle for playoff positioning. Both the Cowboys and Bengals are fighting to keep their postseason hopes alive, and we're going to need every bit of firepower to compete with Joe Burrow, Ja'Marr Chase, and T. Higgins. Lamb has been a key part of this offense all season. Let's break down the numbers. 79 receptions, tied for second in the NFL heading into Week 14. 880 yards. 4 touchdowns. He's been the heartbeat of our passing game. If we want to keep up with the Bengals' explosive offense, we need CeeDee to be at his best. This isn't the type of game where we can rely solely on the defense or the run game. We need points, and we need them fast. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the Bengals' offense. Even though they've hit some bumps this season, they're still one of the most dangerous units in the league. Joe Burrow is leading the NFL with 3,337 passing yards, and his weapons, Ja'Marr Chase and T. Higgins, are a nightmare for any defense. These guys can light up the scoreboard in a hurry. To give you an idea of what we're up against, the Bengals have scored 27-plus points in each of their last 4 games. Their passing attack is among the league's best. Our defense, while improving, still ranks in the bottom 5 for points allowed. That means we can't expect to win this one by keeping it low scoring. We've got to match them blow for blow. Now, I know some of you are feeling skeptical. At 5-7, the path to the playoffs seems steep. But let's take a glass-half-full look at things. If the Cowboys can handle business over these next few weeks, there's a legitimate chance we can make a shocking playoff push. Here's the scenario. 1. Beat the Bengals on Monday night. 2. Follow that up with a win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. 3. Handle the Carolina Panthers on the road, but don't sleep on them. They've been feisty lately. If we can pull off those 3 wins, we're sitting at 8-7 by Christmas, and we're right there in the mix for the NFC's final wild card berth. It sounds wild, but crazier things have happened in the NFL. Here's where it gets tricky. The Cowboys have struggled at home this season. We've been blown out at AT&T Stadium more times than we'd like to admit. And the Bengals are no joke. They've got a defense that can cause problems, and their offense can strike quickly. But this is where players like CeeDee Lamb come into play. If he can overcome the shoulder issue and play like the Pro Bowl receiver we know he is, the Cowboys have a shot. We need big plays, smart football, and maybe a little help from the football gods. The Cowboys' defense has been through the ringer this season, and just when we think things are getting better, we get another gut punch. Our veteran defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence, is going to miss at least 2 more games. He's been dealing with a Lisfranc injury to his right foot since Week 4, when we faced the New York Giants. We were all hoping to see him back for this crucial Monday Night Football matchup against the Bengals, but it's not happening. And unfortunately, he's also ruled out for the Week 15 clash against the Carolina Panthers. This is a huge blow for a defense that's already been struggling to stay healthy. Let's break down why Lawrence's absence matters so much and what it means for the team moving forward. Let's not sugarcoat it. DeMarcus Lawrence is a game changer. He might not rack up sacks like a madman, but his impact on the game is undeniable. In fact, he's arguably the best run defender on the edge in the NFL. Why is that so important? When you've got someone like Lawrence sealing the edge, it forces offenses to play behind the chains. That sets up our superstar, Micah Parsons, to unleash havoc on third downs and chase quarterbacks like a predator. But without Lawrence, stopping the run becomes a lot harder. Opposing offenses will see this as an opportunity to pound the rock, keeping our defense on the field longer and tiring them out. And let's be real, we can't afford to give opponents extra chances, especially when we're facing high-powered offenses like the Bengals. This Lisfranc injury has been brutal for Lawrence. If you remember back in 2021, he missed 10 games with a broken foot. Despite that, the Cowboys showed their faith in him, signing him to a 3-year, $40 million deal in 2022, with $30 million guaranteed. Now, as he's in the final year of that contract, his future in Dallas is a big question mark. The Cowboys have some tough financial decisions coming up, especially with Micah Parsons due for a massive payday soon. Does that mean we could be seeing the last of DeMarcus Lawrence in a Cowboys uniform? It's possible. And that makes these next few weeks even more important for his future, and for the team's playoff hopes. Can the defense hold up without Lawrence? So, what does this mean for the defense over the next 2 games? We're going up against Joe Burrow, Ja'Marr Chase, and T. Higgins. That's one of the best offensive trios in the league. Without Lawrence setting the edge, the Bengals could establish the run early, which would open up their deadly passing attack. Our secondary, already dealing with injuries, could be in for a long night. Don't let the Panthers' 3-10 record fool you. They've been scrappy lately. Their last few losses have been close games, and they've got a solid run game. Without Lawrence, our ability to stop their ground attack could be compromised, turning what should be a winnable game into a serious challenge. Beyond his on-field production, DeMarcus Lawrence is a leader. He's the guy who fires up the defense, holds teammates accountable, and brings that veteran grit every team needs. Losing his presence in the locker room and on the sideline is just as tough as losing his skills on the field. We need other players to step up and fill that leadership void. Micah Parsons has been phenomenal, but he's still young. This is a chance for guys like Dante Fowler Jr., Dorrance Armstrong, and Sam Williams to prove they can handle more responsibility. The silver lining here is that Cowboys Executive VP Stephen Jones hinted that Lawrence will be back sooner than later. So, while he's out for these next 2 games, there's still a chance we see him back for the final stretch of the season. And let's be honest, if the Cowboys are still in the playoff hunt when he returns, his presence could be the spark that pushes us over the edge. Alright, Cowboys fans, it's your turn. We covered a lot today. CeeDee Lamb is likely to play, but how confident are you in his ability to perform with that shoulder injury? Can the Cowboys' offense keep up with the Bengals' high-powered attack? Do you believe in the possibility of a shocking playoff push? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing from you, and I want to know what you think about this crucial matchup. And before you go, don't forget to like the video. It helps more Cowboys fans find our channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're bringing you the latest and greatest Cowboys content every week. Ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Let's hope for a big win on Monday night. Go Cowboys! See you in the comments, Cowboys Nation. Let's keep the faith and bring that energy.